All right, here we are jamming to the intro song that's in our comic buffer. I'm Mike, and this is Grogan and Andy for another exciting episode of the Comic Panel. And I just wanted to touch base on a previous episode when we were talking about movies, the Antman. Now, I don't know, did you guys see it yet or whatever?
I saw it.
I did not see it, no.
All I have to say is just take the continuity of the Ant-Man history.
What do you know about Ant-Man?
But other than that, I mean, go in there, and surprisingly, it was a fun movie.
Yes.
There's a lot of comedy. I talked to a friend of mine. She said there was a lot of background information. She said they weren't blowing anything up yet, but I thought it was a great movie. And just to let you guys out there know, there are 2 trailers, not one, but 2 little trailers at the credits. So stay to the very end. Don't leave early like I did.
Or take the hint. If they don't put the house lights on, you stay. If it's dark enough, you know more is coming.
True. So
just to help you out for the next one.
Thank you. Sometimes I need that.
Fantastic Four's coming out, so you want to be ready.
Yeah, I got that Sheldonistic quality sometimes, that continuity. But other than that, but it was a great movie. I think it's a worthwhile movie. So check it out and send us your comments and let us know what you like. And
well, if you're talking about the continuity, I mean, even Hope, his daughter, was taken out of continuity. I mean, she becomes a villain, technically, in the Marvel Universe. So they threw that right out the window.
Oh, speaking of Hope.
So they just used the names and a couple characters and
they
did whatever they wanted with
right.
it. Oh, okay.
Speaking of Hope, that reminds me, a couple weeks ago, we caught up with the creators and writers from Sit Comics.
We did?
Well, yeah.
Right.
These 2 Howling Commandos here
We hope you saw it.
interviewed them. We caught them at Comics and Paperback Plus. They were doing a tour of the comic books shows.
For the new book, yeah.
In central Pennsylvania, so we're a test market. So if you didn't get a chance to catch those great interviews with my partners here, definitely worthwhile. Check it out.
And where did those interviews take place?
Comics and Paperback Plus, right here in Palmyra.
Yes.
Palmyra, Pennsylvania.
And also, while we're on the subject of comics, I talked about last time we were going through the different comics of what we thought would be upcoming interesting titles. And I finally got to read Planet Hawk with this whole Secret Wars thing. Planet Hawk is really good. I'm enjoying that. And some of the other titles like Squadron Supreme or Squadron Sinister and then Humans and Guardians of Nowhere look promising. Did you guys read any of the spin-offs of those yet? Or anything?
I started Guardians of Nowhere.
What do you think of it?
It's all right so far. I mean, I'm not really sure exactly what they're going to do with it as far as being different from Guardians of the Galaxy. But you know, it just started, so I don't know.
Well, I read 2 issues of Battle World.
Your thoughts? You liked it?
I can't wait to tell Ralph to take it off my list. It is, in my opinion, terrible. We are supposed to be getting more storylines of these heroes battling for their section of the universe, and the first 2 issues I've read so far, it's truly almost a comic book. They are going after humorous parts. At one point, if spoiler alert, Blade is teaming up with Howard the Duck to fight some vampires. Do I want to pay $4 or whatever for that issue just to read that? It was probably maybe 6 pages or so, but it was total junk. I don't care about that, and it was all comical anyway. And then they walk away all good friends now, and it's like, in my eyes, it's off my list. Please take it off my list, Ralph. Thank you.
And one other title, because I know you're a Jeff Johns fan.
Yes.
Did you read the new Justice League?
No, but I'm getting caught up.
All right. Spoiler alert. I'm putting it out right now, so that I want to ruin it for you. But for those of you who have read the book, Batman's in the chair.
And
Metron.
He belongs there. Yes, he deserves
He's the
to be
new
there.
god.
He's a new god.
I was going to say, if you don't know what the chair is, read the book. And for those of you who subscribe
Mobius chair.
to previews, which you can get at your local comic book shop, tells you upcoming issues. And if you're a fan of the New Gods and you're a fan of Jeff Johns' writing storyline in Justice League, they're going to have a Justice League Gods and Men, and the superheroes are going to take on the roles of the New Gods.
The New Gods, yeah.
So
It's going to be good.
You know, if you want to check them out, make sure you go to your local comic book store and ask them to subscribe to the Justice League Gods and Men, and there's going to be about 6 of them right now, and they're going to be released in this coming October.
So what I'm hearing is Jeff Johns is a god, so it takes a god to write about gods. That's how I look at it.
A writing god.
Yes, a writing god.
But Jeff Johns isn't writing these particular spin-offs.
Oh, but he's inspiring them.
Yeah, they're going off of his creation.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't get their way if they didn't have his blessing, so.
Exactly. All right, so Grogan, we were talking off camera earlier. You said you had this question, the secret question you wanted to ask us for the show. What is this question you wanted to ask us?
It's an age-old question. If you can have one power, just one power, what would it be and why?
Mike?
Oh, jeez. I oftentimes thought about this, and I'm reminded of an episode of Duck Dynasty that aired a couple weeks ago. And they said, what kind of power would you want? And it seems like a lot of people like the power of flying. But as much as that would be nice to get out of traffic, I want something more. So I'm looking
Well, if
through
you're
all
a
the
duck, I
different
guess you
heroes.
do want
Yeah.
to be able to fly.
Right.
I'm looking through the different powers, and I'm going to have to say I want the Jean Grey Phoenix Force power. Not the Dark Phoenix, but I just want the Phoenix Force power. I want to be able to read minds. I want to be able to fly, go into space, not have to worry about, make fire constructs. I mean, you can do a lot of things. So I'm
That's
gonna
a
say that
godlike
one.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Andy?
Probably invulnerability.
And why?
So nothing hurts you. Doesn't
Is
matter.
your heart invulnerable? You won't get a broken
Everything.
heart?
Everything.
No, yeah, you have emotions. You're gonna have a broken heart somewhere. Well, mine is super intelligence, but I don't want super intelligence where my head has to expand and and then I have
Why
to,
not?
No, because
wanna be a
Brainiac
MODOK?
18.
I don't want that. I just want super
MODOK,
knowledge.
your whole
Yeah,
head.
but then you walk around. And I'm going to be subjugated to something like this.
Yeah.
No, that ain't going to happen. But the best part about it is everything you just said, I will be able to recreate and destroy you guys, so I will never have to worry about somebody
invulnerable.
overthrowing. But I will create something that will break that invulnerability, or I'll just throw you out to the sun.
But
and
I'll
see what
doesn't
happens.
I'll just rise from the ashes.
Yeah.
And I will, and you'll be in a constant
Michael fly
recycle.
by and pick me up out of the sun.
You'll be in a recycle of life. and death
Fastball
in
special
seconds.
right back to
Remember,
you.
I got the intelligence. I will create every contingency that will defeat you. So everything you thought of, I've already gone 3 steps ahead of you.
But I'm invulnerable.
Right. So be invulnerable all the time while you're in the deepest, darkest space, and having no emotions and nobody to love you.
Don't
It
worry.
also means I'm eternal, so I'll never die. I'll just
And
come
neither will
back
I,
after
because
you.
I will
I'll
create.
You're just smart.
I will make the best clones of myself. I won't make the same mistakes that the
Clones.
emperors did. The emperor from Star Wars, he made mistakes.
Maybe.
Yeah, I won't keep doing that stuff. I will be perfect, and I will take all your powers out, and you'll be in a
well,
constant
now it's
recycle.
perfection.
Because if
I'll
you're
just pick
smart,
you up out of the sun when I
Okay.
reconstitute.
no, you won't have to, because I will have something to destroy you the second you recreate. Boom, boom, boom. It's too bad, too sad.
If the sheer
Well, I
Empire
look at it this
can't
way.
take out the Phoenix Force.
Right, but they didn't meet me yet. That's the That's the problem with this equation. This premise dictates that I will win because I'm smarter. I calculated everything more than these guys could think of, and there we have it.
Okay. If you liked what you've seen, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please.
And any comments about your own special superpowers that you'd like to have, just let us know.
And just remember, whatever ones you have, I will beat them.
And let us know. Can a Phoenix
It doesn't
really
matter
beat an
because,
intelligence?
I'm invulnerable.
I say
so.
thee nay.